Hey y'all, welcome back to Religion Link TV. How's it going? I'm Religion Link TV and my spiritual ear stay. And guess what, guys? Today we're going to talk about Tweecy bird. I saw a pussycat or some kind of pedophiliac. I have proof that I'm going to show you that Tweecy, living my best life, living my truth, is she told another YouTuber to find somebody's child and molest them. So the conversation and the question I want to pose to you all today is if you're out here defending someone like a Sean Bradley who was alleged of molesting his foster kids, Fabe, who had something, derogatory said to her child. Fabe, who said something derogatory and insinuated something about somebody's child. There was another YouTuber that Anthony Banks allegedly told this woman to molest her child. With all this going on, right? And Treecey's friends with pretty much everybody but Miss VS, who someone said something about her child, right? But she's out here riding so hard for the other three and friends with the other three people I mentioned on YouTube, right? Does it give her the right? And is she right? Give me a thumbs up, y'all. I don't care why you here, who you here for. Tweecy, bird, I put the cat, right? But is this a lot? Is this some pedophiliac stuff going on in her mind? Listen to me. The quote says, Nicole Tyler, won't you find somebody's child and go molest them? Hold on before I go any further. Yeah, I will be under the Fair Use Act. Alright, let me just get to it. Be not wise in thy own eyes, fear the Lord, and depart from evil. And right here, Nicole, go find somebody's child to molest. Get the fuck out of here. Spray painting wigs, oh ho. So my question is, at the end of the day, let me just say this. Disclaimer. Treecey, this is nothing personal. Treecey, this is nothing against you for being friends with Fabe, Sean Bradley. Treecey, this is a valid question. What gives you the right? Now, I've asked a lot of people in my, around me, is this right? Is this wrong? Am I fishing here? Is this a valid question? Because remember, all the beef that got started between Fabe and VS definitely helping over children. Most of the beef that's going on is about people's children. Even to the fact where Mona Simone called the CPS on Sarita's kids. All the kids are involved, right? So it's a valid question. When someone says, 10 people listening, give me 4 thumbs up, please. What if it was your kid that this somebody's child? Put your child in that statement right there. I've asked people with kids, without kids. They think it's a horrible thing to do. Question. Are you fighting so hard for someone accused of doing something to their kids or having something said about their kids, but then you out here and you tell somebody else to go find somebody's child and molest it? So the question of the day, everybody, is when you fight so hard for somebody else, now do you become the victor? I meant the victimizer here. Is this a little pedophiliac? Let me just stop here. Disclaimer, Treecey, your assault charges has nothing to do with it. I didn't watch all of Mona Simone. I heard one was due to a funeral, whatever. Was any children involved? Do you hate kids this much? This is why you don't have any children? Do you hate children, period, that you would want to wish harm on them, that they get molested by another YouTuber, whether she's that way or not? I mean, let's keep it real. Let's talk about it. I'm going to pull up my chat. I'm going to say hi to everybody. I'm going to come on camera. I'll give this whole conversation, It's full respect. If you come respectfully, you get, you're gonna get treated respectfully regardless. Because I'm in control of the way I treat people. And maybe that's why I'm here, to show that just because you don't like something don't mean you gotta hate the whole surrounding situation. I'm unbiased here. One way or the other. I have grandkids. I have 3 grown children. But do you have kids? And would you say this to someone? Now, right before I came on, I saw that Sean Bradley is over there doing a video, or was doing a video about Tweecy Bird. And that's no disrespect. But you know, with all the flagging and everything, sis, I just figured, and no disrespect, but kind of look cute like Tweety Bird here. So let's just keep it there. Keep it light. Keep it airy. Like I said, I'm not here to disrespect you. I'm not here to drag your charges through the mud, because I've been to prison. But I got paperwork. I'm going to show you that in 1994 I got released from the system off of parole. I don't have no bonds, warrants. I'm not indebted to the state of New York or no other state. There's no charges on me. People can change, but have you changed? You got 2 assault records, 2 charges, right, Tweecy Bird? But yet you on YouTube telling somebody out of anger to go assault somebody else's child. Is this a physical thing within you? Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speak. Is it in your heart to see kids get hurt? Is that why you never had any? Is that why you don't have any? Because you don't like children, that you would say go molest somebody's random child? What if we insert Sean Bradley foster kids here, or Fabe's children here, or any other YouTuber whose child was spoken ill against, such as VS? You want somebody to hurt these people's children? Because that's who you was in the heat of the moment. I don't even know what chat you were in. Go over to Treecey Living My Truth with No Edges, and the video is right there. And the winner goes to. When I came upon it, it was like 678 views. And I said, nobody brought this to the forefront? Nobody is making a stink over this? Come on, 17 people watching. Give me 8 more thumbs up. Right, wrong, or indifferent, it's wrong for somebody to tell somebody in the heat of the moment to go molest somebody's child. Hey, Bless Watkins, I do see you pop up on a little phone here. Hi. Welcome. Thumbs up this video. Y'all share it. Because like I said, right before I came on, Sean Bradley was praising Treecey that her court records, her assault records, ain't gonna make her or break her one way or the other. That's absolutely right. I've been to prison, and everything the devil told me I couldn't do as a convicted felon, God says I have other plans for her. My thoughts and my ways are higher than yours, devil. As long as she's willing and obedient, she will go to college. She will become a nurse. She will own her own business. She will be a successful YouTuber organically in the right way. She will have a voice in this world. She will go down in history as a wise man, leaving an inheritance to her children's children. So it's all what you say and what you speak out of your mouth. So Treecey spoke this out of her mouth. Nicole Tyler. And I got it cut off where you really don't see her face right here. It's right here. Go to the page. It was five people like this. So you 5 people along with Treecey, I say to you today, what's in your heart? What's going on with you that you would like this comment? As YouTube becomes such a thing that we idolizing people so much, they can walk around here and morally break all the rules they want to now and still get the praise, still get the honor, still get the glory. So I'm going to come on camera. I'm going to look at the comments. We're going to talk about this. Because like I said, every time somebody like Sean Bradley go live to show the demonic side of the light shining, we can always have a conversation to show you that these same people involved that y'all think is better than VS or anybody else on YouTube they may have had a problem with, ain't no goddamn better. If not, a whole hell of a lot worse. What VS said to Five Bay daughter ain't no worse than what Treecey telling Nicole to do to somebody else's child in the eyes of God. Remember, sin is sin here. Saying anybody's sinful and evil. I've never told you, ooh, what you're doing is wrong. I've always just laid the word out and let you be the judge of it for yourself. This girl ain't no freaking better, right? The question is, if you're friends with somebody whose child was attacked on YouTube, do you then go and tell somebody else to attack their child in a beef against their enemy or trying to defend them? What type of shit is that? What y'all think about that? 21 of y'all watching. What y'all think about that? Good morning, Kenya's World. I see Kenya's Journey. I see you pop up in front of me. Good morning. It says Fluffy. It's wrong. Fluffy, hi. Welcome. It is wrong, right? See, we talk about all this stuff we want to talk about as far as content go, but nobody want to ask the right questions. Wiley inspired me last night with his video, What is an Order of Protection? What is a woman on YouTube with assault charges trying to defend people whose children have been assaulted will come out of her spirit, out of her right mind, and tell somebody to go randomly molest somebody's child? How do we get here? How do things like this get overlooked in YouTube? How? It's the lie they can go do and it's fine, but when others do it, they go crazy. It's going out. You know how it is when you live on the phone and they come in and out. 27 of y'all watching. Make this a perfect video because you have kids. Would you want Tweecy Bird to tell you to go molest somebody's child? Or even if she was trying to defend you, would you want somebody out here causing harm or wishing harm on other people's children? Remember, children is at the root of everybody fighting on YouTube right now, right? Fabe said something about VS kids. VS came back hard. VS had proof allegedly about Mr. SB over there with his kids, alleging that he may have been molesting them, XYZ or whatever. And then we got Treecey out here defending all of them except VS, and then wish this on VS, I meant Sean Bradley and Fabe's enemy to go molest somebody's child. Where's she at in this fight right here? Where does she really stand? Let me just say this, Treecey, on some real shit. You should thank VS. And everybody said, oh, who came up on whose channel, XYZ. You really should thank VS. Because 99.9% of your damn content, like a paternity test, is VS content. It's Team Smalls Claims Court. It's VS. It's Susie. It's Susie. It's VS. It's VS. It's VS. God damn, girl. Please. You couldn't teach nobody how to put on that lip gloss or how to adjust their wig and stand on your own 2 feet on YouTube. So I understand you got to incorporate that along the way. But 99.99.9999999999% of your commentary is VS. Let's go back to that, right? Whether y'all know it or not. I guess something happened in Josh's live where Tweecy was a moderator. And she fought hard to be a moderator in a lot of people's channel because, see, she didn't really want to be a YouTuber. She just wanted to be a moderator. I didn't get on YouTube to be anybody moderators, but I had graduated up to 2. One with Gaming Frenzies and one with Wake the Hell Up 7. But I kind of retreated because I want to stand over here. And I was like, no, I got to grow on my own. People talking about, oh, you're going to grow on other people's channels. You're going to get in people's lives just to steal their subscribers and stuff. No. She had blocked or timed out VS. So then, boom, she felt that was okay in her spirit. Didn't think nothing was wrong with it. VS then go live and she go in VS chat. And VS says, oh, no. I'm going to block you. Or blocked her. Just like anybody else, VS did that too. Mona Simone, anybody. They got mad, went off, made a video, and became the enemy. You know that movie with Ice-T in it? What is called The Hunter? What is called Hunter or The Hunted? Remember it was where they was basically in the woods, and they was trafficking human men. They was out there hunting men for trophies. See if they could kill men, and they sent Ice-T into the wilderness. The Hunted, what is the name of that movie? This is what this shit is on YouTube to me. Until he flipped it on them and they became the prey. VS flipped it on them and they become the prey now. See, they went into it hunting her like, oh, who the hell she thinks she is? But see, the fact of the matter is, when Treecey blocked her in Josh's live, right? Did she do it intentionally? Was she being funny? Did she know about VS then? See, I want to go to court, ask the right fucking questions. Did she do it intentionally? And then not, like, I don't know if it was a day or two or the same night. Then go over to VS Live and expect everything gonna be okay. Like, yeah, I just blocked you in Josh's live. Now I'm over here in your live. Ha ha ha. What you gonna do about it? Because this is the games y'all playing in the streets of Romper Room on these YouTube streets. This is the Zoom and the Mr. Rogers shit that's going on in these YouTube streets. VS can let anybody in her chat live she want to. But was it intentional, Tweecy Bird, when you blocked her or timed her out in Josh's live? And then you expect to go over into her live and be treated like a queen like you, Treecey. And ever since then, you've been riding her dick hard. You've been riding her hard, yo. And all your content is pretty much TS. Even if you put another title, it's still got to do with TSCC and VS over there. So I'm asking you, why you got so much hate in your heart that you would tell Nicole Tyler to go molest somebody's child? See, if we got to bring it back to the basics, it's about children. So let me say in my Barney voice, I love you, you love me. We're a great big family. You know, that song. I don't even know how the hell the song go, but it's right here. Let me sing it to you. Because it's about children, right? Christ says, suffer not the little children, but what do we do? What do we do? We suffer the children, right? We somehow get our children involved with this, right? I don't understand YouTube. How do we let people get away with what they get away with? Give passes where passes shouldn't be. Call the evil evil that's not evil. Let the evil that is evil continue being evil. Don't you know about the angel that disguised himself as light? VS have not disguised herself one day in this fight on YouTube Street. She has let us all see who she is. She fight hard when she's attacked, when she's persecuted. Anybody would. Fabe ain't have that kind of fight. Sean Bradley ain't have that kind of fight. They ran to the white man. They couldn't keep it on YouTube, in essence. They had to get other people involved. Yo, how do we get here? I'm pull up the chat. I'm going to say hello. I see y'all out there. How do we get here? Let's have the conversation. We talk about everything else. How do we get here to the 35 people watching? How do we get here? This started about children. And it started from Fabe. Then it spread out all through YouTube. But how does Treecey, who out here is supposed to be fighting so hard for everybody, tell another YouTuber to go find somebody random child and molest them. What's going on in her really? Well, we're hearing about the assaults. Were there any assault cases with any kids? We know she don't have any children. Do she harbor hate in her heart for children? That's why she don't have any. Is this how she really feel about children, or was she just in the heat of the moment? Even if you're in the heat of the moment, do you know how to filter your heart and your mouth not to say things against kids when it's kids she out here supposed to be defending? Sean Bradley being accused of molesting his, and Fabe being accused of having her daughter said something vulgar too. But yet she's gonna use somebody random kids to get her shit off in the heat of the battle. Where do we get? Where are we, YouTube? Where are we? Come on, 15 people need to thumbs up this video. Because if you're not a mother, you will be one day. And do you want somebody to say this to you about a child? Would you say this about somebody's child? If you haven't subscribed already, thumbs this up, because I'm going to go ahead and tie it all together. Now, Bless Watkins, if you listen, you know I always bring it full circle spiritually. Creflo Dollar, back in 2012, was accused of choking one daughter, he got two, and punching the other in the face because she was getting a little disrespectful. So Treecey is known, Tweety Bird is known to be a Christian. And I try to tell you, these damn Christians got the most hate in their heart for God's children. Don't ask me why it all tied together like this, people. Cindy, blessings, yes, welcome, welcome. But it's the truth. I told you when it come to children's church, Jesus says, suffer not the little children. Let them around the word. But see, you sit under the word and your kids sit under something else. Christians, Treecey, Tweecy Bird, you call yourself, profess yourself to be of God. So this is my fight right here. This is my fight. Suffer not the little children, right? We all God's children. But they was in the synagogue and they was worshiping, singing Hosanna, Hosanna. And the Pharisees and scribes and pompous ass people of that day said, shut up. Get out the church. Get out the temple. I meant to say, because Christ ain't never walk a day in no damn church. But yet, he's sitting there teaching, and they want to flock to him. Get away from him. Why the children got to be separated from the word of God? Why I got to talk about Treecey saying child molestation and can't include the word of God? There's nothing new under the sun. I bet you just like today, people harming God's kids out of their spirit, from the beginning of time, people was trying to harm God's kids in the spirit. But it's you Christians. It's you Christians that got more hate in your heart for God's children. Let me run down some facts here. Hey, Miss Catalina. I love God, but not the church. And they love nothing new under the sun. You guys are absolutely right. Hey to every 45 out there. Give me a thumbs up. This is some real content here. This is some great teaching. This is some real facts and truth. We all at some day, maybe not Treecey for whatever reason, is going to bear a child, be responsible, a steward over God's seed, right? Over God's children. But will you ever tell somebody to go molest somebody else's child, knowing that this is all stemming from beef going on YouTube about kids, being at the center of the battles and things like that? Really? So, back to the Christianity and the abuse of children. Creflo Dollar, 2012, he was accused of choking one daughter. Again, I'm going to go through. I know I got links to put in at the other video too. I'm going to put all the links in. I have Creflo Dollar sitting here on my computer. You can read the story. But he choked one daughter and punched the other one in the face. He went to anger management. Has Treecey Bird gone to anger management? His charges was dropped. He only did 3 months of the article says 3 months of anger management, but because he's mega pastor, I believe that has something to do with it. But in Treecey's case, did she go get anger management for her 2 assault charges that's floating around allegedly on the internet or whatever? See, Christians, again, I told you, we want to see God. Everybody want to go to heaven, but the flesh has to crucify in order for the spirit to rise. Is Treecey visiting her spirit here? Is Tweety Bird really visiting her spirit here to tell somebody to go molest somebody else's child? So then you got Brandon. I did a video on Audrey Stevenson. He like to choked her out, damn near strangled her inside the church too. And she recorded everything. I guess she was asked to sit down in the church. This is at a T.D. Jakes Potter's house, but it's a branch of it. It wasn't the main one, you know, down in Texas or whatever. It was Fort Worth, Texas, I believe, but it wasn't the main branch of it or something like that. But anyway, Brandon hits Audrey, beat her up, police come. They want to find her at fault for the most part. But it's people like this that get away with abusing the children. Out in Toledo, Ohio, Pastor Winans, Pastor Marvin Winans had to go out and rescue 3 pastors out there who was molesting girls. I did an article on a video on Laura Lee Boyd. She was married to one of the men. And I said, do women love the men in church more or do they love God? And I love what was just said. She said, I love God, but I don't, not the church. And that's the way I feel about it. Because people who always say they go to church and say they love God, they do the most wickedest. It's like they don't have self-control. Because they want to be baptized of the water. And they say they slain in the spirit. But nobody is baptized really of the spirit. Because they would not allow themselves to abuse children in church. Especially on YouTube where people think you godly and people following you because they see some kind of godliness in you. Right? But they say a bird of a feather flock together. And that's what her and Fabe have in common to me at this point. They appear to be godly. But look at what they doing out their spirit. Look at what she's saying. I believe out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. In her heart was harm for children. Are any of her 2 cases harming children? Do she have a hate for children in her heart? Come on. Talk to me, people. Talk to me, people. Again, I've been to prison, so I'm not here to shame Treecey. I've been to prison and never been accused of anything. Back up. My daughter's sitting right here. We was living together. My grandson was just born, and he had a little red, like it could have been a spider bite because we had spiders where we were living. Something, his cheek, a little red like bite was on his cheek. And no, it wasn't bed bugs or anything, y'all. I'm just saying he's real high yellow like Tweety Bird, so it stood out. And my daughter being a new mom, I wasn't home. So her and baby daddy, they rushed him to the hospital because they didn't know if he was breaking out or what was happening, right? So then CPS came with a letter knocking on our door because when they got to the hospital, they didn't really... They was a little nervous and it could have looked like child abuse, but they came to the house. So see, when y'all out here fighting I can relate to y'all. I have the letter right now saying there's no finding, there's no child abuse. But I'm telling you, it happens. Did I stay mad at my daughter and I'm a nurse and I had to be scrutinized like that. I'm the one should be reporting the child abuse. Reporting the Treecey. See, Mona out here trying to report somebody food stamps, Treecey. This is what people in the medical field is supposed to be reporting, Treecey. Whether you in the medical field or not. It's phone numbers you can call to report this. It's called 911. It's called the police department. They'll make a log of it. They have special units out here that deal in stuff like this. But you have some obligation to feel if you have children, if you're a grandmother. Now, Sean Bradley look at it different. Oh, her arrest warrants, her charges is not going to affect her as a person. Hell no, they not, because mine don't affect me. I'm here to encourage people that way. Just because you've been to prison or been arrested, try for the job, try for the apartment, try for the marriage, try for whatever it is you want to try for. Only the enemy will tell you what you did wrong. God will never love you no more, and it can never turn around for your good. God says he'll turn all things around and make it right for those that love him, those that are called according to his purpose. I have a purpose with God. That's why I can sit here in my truth and share my testimony, because I overcame by confessing the blood of Christ was shed for the sins of mankind. That's you overcome by the blood of the Lamb. And my testimony is real powerful. It's strong. So they came to my house. I said, what the hell? At first I was a little tight, right, Janae? I was a little tight because I'm a nurse. It's like I don't do anything. Once God showed me after having an A and B felony at 19 years old in 2005, 2003 and 4, I went to school for nursing. The day I got the phone call, right, from the Department of Education, my nursing license, they called me. There was a law being passed in 2005. Anybody with an A and B felony cannot practice nursing in the state of New York. The devil is a liar. I'm trying to teach y'all something now. I'm trying to teach you something. Christ always said, let those who have ears hear what thus saith the Lord. I never came saying I was a prophetess like Fabe. I never came saying I was a Christian like Treecey. I came saying I am a child of God. How do we get here? In the midst of a war that's based solely on children being offended one way or the other, how do we get here with this lady fighting hard for everybody? All her content is made off of her enemy. But yet she gets a pass to tell somebody to go molest the children. Where are we at with this? So they came to my house. Like maybe it was not even 30 days. I got the letter saying, you good. Go ahead. And nothing never happened after that, y'all. Listen to me. Leave the children out of it. I believe the children are the future. Teach them well and let them lead the way, right? Where we at in this country, in our community? Y'all fucking with the kids now. That's my fight. Bitch like me can't have no more, don't want no more. My youngest is 26. My oldest grand is going to be 7 this year. My youngest is going to be... How old Khalees gonna be?
2.
He gonna be 2. I don't got time for this. And certain things I will speak on YouTube if it means that much to me. This meant a lot to me. My daughter is a mother of 2. I asked her. She said, Ma, it's wrong. I said, well, I'm gonna go forward with it. I asked God. He tied in suffer not the little children. See, that's what we doing. We suffering the little children in the midst of these YouTube beefs. But what about the adult children who are still God's children acting a damn... I hate to say the word fool because I'm in judgment of fire and hell in Raqqa, Matthew says, but acting a damn nut out here in these streets. Telling somebody to go molest somebody else's child. And she don't have any kids, so it led my spirit to believe, do she really like kids? Do she really like kids? It's not my words, it's her words. Let's have this conversation. I mean, I'll give it a little more to let you think about it, to let it resonate. But where Treecey at in this fight, really, when it comes to really protecting Sean Bradley kids and 5A kids? She don't like fucking kids, right? If she could go tell somebody to molest somebody else's children, she don't give a fuck about that fight. It's just more content for her to be in with the in crowd, right? Because if I was out here really fighting for anybody kids that been affected by this YouTube beef, I sure as hell won't be out here telling nobody to go hurt nobody else's child on the side. That should be all over YouTube. Oh shit, Religion Link TV just said X. No, the hell I didn't. Because the kids ain't really got nothing to do with it, y'all. But how do we get to the point where you defending somebody else's kids, but yet you randomly go tell another YouTuber to go hurt the kids? If I lose subscribers, God bless you. If I gain subscribers, God bless you all the more. How do we get here? How? How do we overlook stuff like this in our community and on YouTube and in the world? It's just a valid question. How do I allow myself to look like the bad guy when I'm out here trying to allegedly defend the bad guys? Because y'all know how I feel about Sean Bradley and 5A in this YouTube war. They got some evil and bad ways with them. They not doing everything kosher and by the book. They out here deceiving people as much as they can that you think anybody else is doing. But Treecey, Tweety Bird out here fighting for everybody. I taught Puddy Cat, but is it pedophiliac? Is she hating kids? What is going on with abusing the kids on YouTube? What is it? The children are the underlying issue here. Kids are baby goats. Excuse me, guys. I'm just talking too fast. Kids are baby goats. Maybe that's why they're not getting the respect they deserve in these YouTube streets. That's everybody's children, yo. I think first the children of God. That's all of us. But then children are the future. Christ said, suffer not the little children. And this is how we treat them. It's not the kids' fault. But yeah, I'm shining my light on Tweecy because the arrests have nothing to do with it. Matter of fact, without showing my name, this right here says, the copy of your New York State Division of Parole final discharge you requested enclosed. November 23rd, 2004. Hold on. New York State Executive Department Division of Parole final discharge. This is to certify that me has been duly been discharged from further jurisdiction of the Board of Parole in accordance with the provision of the law. Stamp Board of Parole. Somewhere around here, I got the original charge of my current charges. You know, the original charges which you get arrested for. This took place back in 1988. My house was raided. Me and some Jamaicans were selling drugs. They found 12 8-balls of crack cocaine. They found $5,000 of little plastic vials bagged up of crack cocaine, and they found a sawed-off shotgun. I was 19 years old. I was 8.5 months pregnant with my middle child. The judge said he was going to make an example of me, so I faked my labor. I went to the hospital from court, and they let me out. I was out. That was July of 1988. I was out kind of like on the run. I knew I had to go back to court, but I was right there in my hometown. They finally caught up with me January 18, 1989. I sat in the county jail until November 1990. Then I went to Bedford prison for like 1 month. Then I went to the shock program, if y'all know about that, for 7 months, because in the midst of me being in the shock program, I found out I had cervical cancer. I went out of prison, out of the shock program, back to Bedford. I had my surgery. I've been cancer free over the last 30 years now. This all happened when I was 19. I've never been rearrested, never been back in trouble, never had the cops come to me for anything but a couple of speeding tickets throughout my life. And I'm clear on that. The last speeding ticket I got was in 1994. So when a person want to change their life around, they can. I'm not just sitting here talking out my ass. Tweecy Bird, I can relate to your charges. That doesn't make you a bad person in my eyes. But where are you with telling somebody to child molest somebody else's child? Now, this is the letter I had to write in order to get a copy of this. Because when I first got released from prison, I got released cleared, right? But then something happened, and you're going to hear what happened in this letter. So I had to write this letter in order to get this cop duplicate. My name is so-and-so, my real name, and I am requesting a copy of a final discharge letter. I gave them my DIN number. I have my old DIN number here from 1990 when I first went to prison. It says my date of birth is so-and-so. I live at XYZ, but my P.O. box is XYZ. Thank you very much, and I appreciate your time. I had a fire in 1992. See, I requested this in 04 because I was trying to go to school to be a nurse, and I had to clear up any old charges and anything. So I needed proof that I was off of parole and stuff like that before I entered nursing, before I graduated nursing school, because I was already in nursing school when this had went down. I had already graduated nursing school when I got this. So it said I had a fire, and I told y'all in one of my other videos, in November of 1992, somebody burned my house down on a Sunday, early Monday morning. In the same week of Thanksgiving, that week, my sister got shot in the stomach. The bullet came out her arm, and thank God we alive today. That's all I'm going to say about that. I talked about that. So it says I had a fire and lost everything, all my important papers. I need this as verification that I am no longer to report to parole or no longer a part of the New York State Division of Parole family. And this is my proof, Treecey. I sit here not trying to put you down because you've been to jail. I mean, Sean Bradley over there trying to praise you. Hell, I praise you. If you change your heart around and you no longer have hate in your heart to assault God's people or whoever it is, that's fine. But why you want somebody to assault children? You being a motherless child. Why? Yo, I'm not here to play. Y'all talk about it for the next 15 minutes. I'm going to say hi to people in this chat. I do apologize if I'm coming at people too real, too raw. I see 42 people. Give me 10 more likes. I don't know. Give me some thumbs up. It is what it is. God will take what you've been through. Everybody has a checkered past, but what about people's checkered presence? What about people that still deceiving and lying and pretty much like I tell my family, y'all never went to prison, and I'm doing better in my life than most of y'all ever will. Don't let anything that the devil used to hurt you condemn you. God says, I will make an escape for you. I will give you a way out. But we keep looking for the way out by hurting other people. See, hurt people hurt other people. Tweecy Bird was hurt when she told Nicole to go molest somebody else's child. Tweecy Bird was hurt. I'm going to try to say hi. I see 46 people watching. Yeah, I beat the cancer. I've been cancer free. And yeah, it's from a virus, the human papillomas virus. I was fast when I was younger, but God sent me to prison because if I never was in prison, I'm not saying I would have never had a pap smear. But when you young and you in those streets, sometimes you overlook some things. But no, I was led to prison for a reason. And I think it's because I have a strong testimony and I can sit here and talk about it and not be ashamed. That's what my testimony is called. I'm not ashamed. And like I said, after I get done talking about all I want to talk about today, I'll sit down and tell you a story about me. But you're not going to believe this story. And you probably won't understand this story, but I'm here for a reason. I was created for times such as this, not to insert myself in the YouTube beef or draw smoke to me, just to be a vessel, an earthen vessel for the Most High God, just to be a soldier in the army of the Lord, just to be an ambassador to Christ. I don't know what other people call themselves, but when you take on certain positions, when God gives you certain assignments, you ain't trying to be out here to play no more. It is what it is. A testimony is a testimony, whether you've been to prison or not. I'm not out here wishing harm on nobody kids. Because I was not once that child, but I was in a child's place. When I was a child, I behaved as a child, I thought as a child, and I act as a child. We're adults now, making children be the center of our problems. When Christ says, suffer not the little children, let them come unto me. Bring them. Why keep them separated? As I was saying, children's church, get in the habit, Christians, of letting your child sit right in church. They need the word of God just as much as you do. They need it more so than you, because Christ says the kingdom of heaven is likened unto a childlike thought process, a childlike behavior. Tweecy Bird, where is that at when you tell somebody to molest somebody's child? I don't get it, y'all. So I'm gonna wrap this up. Let me see who came out to the house of old Lord today. Right, wrong, or indifferent, whether you here for Treecey, me, or whoever, it doesn't matter. Y'all have to put yourself in certain situations. Would you be the type of person out here fighting so hard for kids being offended or being taken advantage of, and then be out here telling somebody else to do something to other people's kids? That doesn't even make sense to me. So, after this, I have a little information about Sweet Mom and who she probably just fell out with. I got a little receipts. I have this conversation between her and this other YouTuber. And I also want to address Mona Simone about a little small issue I don't have with her, but I just want to ask her a question. So I'm going to meditate on what it is. Also, for my regular followers, we're going to get back to the Buxton guy. I told you just molested and impregnated a young girl down in South Carolina somewhere, down south somewhere. A teenager. So that's another form of church abuse that goes on with these Christians who take on these positions seated in high places such as the church and make it wicked as hell. Even Treecey said at a funeral, her and this girl got into it and she called her first assault. It's like most funerals are held in church, right? So it's like, where are we at with allowing people to take advantage of people's kids, regardless if we down with them or not, like them or not? Where are you at with fighting for somebody, and then you out here fighting so hard? The one thing you fighting to prove that these people didn't do to their kids or did do to their kids, you make yourself look just as worse by inviting another person to go molest somebody else's child. And like I said, what if we put Sean Bradley kids there, 5A kid there? Would Treecey say that then? You out here defending those kids, so why you causing harm or want harm to happen to somebody else's child? It don't make sense to me. And I'm not fishing or reaching or digging too far. This is some real shit. This is what it got started on. Children. children being offended, things being said to kids, things being said about kids. But yet Treecey get overlooked for the things she's saying about children. She wants them to be molested, y'all. So we got Bless Watkins, Fluffy, Nuri, ZZ. Hey Kenya, what's up? We got Miss Catalina. We got Nayla. What's going on, y'all? Hi. Thank y'all for showing up. We got Keela Reeves. Key, you listening? I hear that. Due Process, Indigenous, Sydney the Real. What's up, y'all? I'm just gonna keep bringing real conversations. Can't run no more. How you doing? Welcome. I don't know if I've seen you before, but welcome. All right, Miss Catalina, Nujuta Reeks, hi, how are you? Welcome, sweetie. Jason Mendes, hi. Thank you all so much for listening. If you want me to read through some of the comments. So you guys, you got great conversation going on here. I appreciate the 40 watching. Who else is in here? Shar, thank you for coming over. I appreciate it. Natty. All right, who else? Shalonda W. Bonnie Bell, never heard of you before, but welcome. Thank you. Who else? Thank you so much, Bless Watkins. Y. Hudson. Thank you, Abigail B.C. Taylor. Critical QI Thinking. Thank you. I appreciate you. Riri. Thank you, Riri. If you want to stick around, hit that subscribe button. Share this video, y'all. I'm going to come back in an hour or so. Again, I'm not on the road, but I've been sitting on these things. And like I said, Mona Simone always say, if you talk about people respectfully, especially her, she'll allow it. So I hope that's so when I do come back. Because I just want to ask Mona one question. And it's not a funny question, but we're going to pose it to most YouTubers. Will you tell your subscriber to cancel a super chat because it's easier to get the money through Cash App and be a little offended by it? No, I'm serious. Like, I seen this the other day. Me and my daughter was sitting here watching one of her videos. She was like, oh no, it was $99.99. Just like when she got that $99.99 before. And she was like, cancel it. I'm going to let y'all hear it. But the question is going to be, would you appreciate it through Cash App? Are you so desperate you need it through? Would you appreciate it through Super Chat? Nonetheless, however you give it, right? Be grateful. Or if there's desperate times going on in your life, would you ask somebody to cancel the Super Chat and then put it in Cash App so you can get it immediately? Is there an integrity issue here? Is there a greed issue here? Like, let's just talk about it. We're not going to stay focused on one person, but this is across YouTube land and in life in general. Like, where do you draw the line? Like, when it comes to people donating their own time, their own money to you, and then you stipulating how you want them. Like I said in my last video, if you need Cash App Mona immediately, just turn off Super Chat. But then that would be insulting to the people who can only do Super Chat. And like, where do you draw the line at? Where do we draw the line at? How far would you go? So I'm going to try to put together a little presentation. Before that, I'm going to upload all the links to the last video, to this video. I'll try to put some more links. Not only to the church, to the children. You got to know, when our adults get elderly, it's like they become a child again. So some people, I don't remember where, go over to Denise and Dawson, their latest video, right? It's called about Cleveland, Ohio, I believe it's in, where a pastor and wife took advantage of this lady and was using her money, her ID. So where are we at with church abuse? Especially like people with Miss Tweecy Bird here, who would, tell somebody basically to go molest somebody else's child. You can find the whole video over at, because Treecey Living My Life with No Edges was kind of tight too. But like I said, by the time I got to the video, there was a lot of likes and dislikes on it. And I said, wow, but nobody's really talking about it. So that's where I come in at. So Tweecy, bud, I thought I taught pussycat, or it's more pedophilia going on in YouTube land than we actually know about. I mean, or I should say child abuse. I was just trying to make pedophiliac rhyme with putty cat, but it's a lot of child abuse going on, and there's certain stages of child abuse, and I do have it on my timeline. I could probably throw together a little video with all the statistics with this clip right here, some little commentary over top of it, but there is a lot of child abuse going on in the world, and it's becoming more prevalent on YouTube. So how can we suffer not the little children? Let me see who else is in here. Hey QI, I see you saying hi. All right, Fluffy's here. Just JT, little sis, I see you here. I thank God bringing you all together. Black Hennessy, you are so welcome. You're welcome. Sydney the Real. You can't allow that which we not know. Absolutely. That's why I searched the scriptures. He says, seek ye the kingdom of heaven and all its righteousness, and God will add the rest. We don't got to know everything. All we got to do is go before the Most High God, and He'll reveal and show some things. She'll need a checkup from the neck up. I got you, Gold All. Thank you so much for showing up. If this your first time here, you like this content, commentary, you like the way I'm stimulating you to think, you think you can rock with this channel and hang out with this channel and some of the subjects I put out there, hit the subscription box and the bell icon. Whether you get all the notifications or a little bit of the notifications, nonetheless, you'll be notified and part of the notification gang when I go live or when I go, upload a video. If you like this content, share it. Get your family engaged in it. How can we protect the kids? What goes on in the heart of a person that they would want harm to happen to a child? How do you defend somebody's child, but then yet you want somebody else's child to get hurt? Is there something off there? Like, think about it, YouTube. I'm going to end it now. It's been about an hour, a little 4 minutes, so I'll let the chat ride out. The 37 that's still here, let me say thank you and God bless you. If I offended anyone, Christ says, woe to the man who is offended. I'm not here to offend you. I share my life testimony. This isn't a point a finger at you. This is all inclusive. I include myself in my stories that I tell. If you want to hear how I survived and overcame and outlive this, outlive that, live with this and live with that, because many are the afflictions of the righteous and God shall deliver us from them all. And it also says in the book of Revelations that his eye is on the righteous and his ear is open to them. So when I realized that I was the righteousness of God, right, standing with him, realized his eye was on me because he says I'm the apple of his eye, and then also that his ear is open to me, who else do I want to talk to in this world? So with that being said, I am Religion Wing TV. I'm sipping on all the worldly news we can as long as we chase it with spirituality. Ask God what the final result is, how the outcome is going to be, because my spiritual ears stay. Yes, QI. We're going to address that. I mean, in such a way. We're going to address it all because I do have a question and a concern. So, LOL. Bell ring. Thank you. Somebody getting their wings, right? I just love it. You know what? The guy I told you that was on heroin, if you heard the last video, and he used to go out and ring the bell for Salvation Army, like some little part-time side hustle, just so it would look to his parole officer he was working, And he brought this little Salvation Army bell home, and it says the Salvation Army on it. And that's what I used. God is good, y'all. I don't have nothing to hide. I'm not ashamed of anything. I'll keep it real. Your energy is contagious. Thank you so much. So listen, again, give me an hour or so. I'll come back and pose another question. Then I might let y'all hear the conversation between Sweet Ma and this other YouTuber and what I think may be going on a little bit behind the scenes and who might have fell out with who. Um, and then again, like I said, right after that, I said I will give some information about the Buxton dude. Well, I was supposed to do that like 3 videos ago, but I wanted to get this out. So I'm gonna do a little quick video about the dude who impregnated the young girl. And then I still have the video, The Weight of the World on My Shoulders, and I believe that you guys will really enjoy that video. And then I'll tell my story. I mean, my story is not a hard one to tell. She lied about that surgery. Bless Watkins. We gonna pose some questions. God bless you. Y'all on the right path though. Y'all your eyes are definitely open to the truth of what's going on YouTube. And it's a shame that so many people, such as the followers, still have blind eyes on, still have deaf ears. All we can do is keep speaking the truth little by little, sharing it, and people will come. They say train a child in the way it should grow. If it grow up and depart from it, well, it'll come back to its senses. It'll come back to the word of God. You got a lot of people out here who've been in church a long time, like Tweecy Bird, Fabe, haven't, well, from the looks of it, Treecey might have manifested some things more so in her life than Fabe. I mean, hard work pays off. Have we yet to see Fabe hard work? We always see her talk about work. We always see her talk about owning businesses and being a landlord and this, that, and the third. Have we ever seen her produce that? I told you I lost my job almost like 3.5 weeks now. I know I lost my job, but you don't see my behavior on YouTube, such as Fabe's or anybody else out here struggling for money, wanting to use and manipulate their following for a come up. If you feel led and feel out, moved in your spirit, I receive all donations. I accept it. I do have a Cash App. But I'll give you something in return for your money. I have books on Amazon.com. So it's not like you just giving me. If you want to go to Amazon and help me that way. Like, I didn't come here without a plan. I came here because I started a nursing agency about 2 years ago, and I'm steady trying to raise $8,000 to get errors and omissions insurance, professional liability insurance. I need workers' compensation, and I need disability. I will be doing all this from my home. I have nurses ready to go to work for me, nursing homes and agencies ready to take my nurses. But that's the only thing. And YouTube, I figured I'd get there a little quicker than this. But this is my avenue. This is why I got on YouTube. And plus, I think I have a powerful story and I can relate with people. And I just like to talk, but make it make sense. So does it make sense for a woman out here fighting for other people's children who's been allegedly spoken ill against to be out here speaking ill against children herself? Tweecy Bird, I told Puddy Cat or some pedophiliac shit going on in your comment right here. I mean, just step up, be a woman about it. Just like you got on Mona Simone interview to explain your assault charges, get on there and explain this comment. Mona, you want to be the greatest interviewer in the world? Interview Treecey and ask her why she said this to Nicole Tyler. And y'all, with that being said, let y'all spiritual ear stay ringing, okay? Because a bird of a feather flocks together. God bless you all. Thank you for the 41 likes. Thank you for tuning in. Let me just say something to y'all. I've been had my watch time. I reached 50,000 views early yesterday morning or late in the afternoon. I'm on a journey over here. I'm going somewhere. But have I dragged anybody? Have I insulted anybody? I might have offended somebody by the way God is showing me things to look at. But if they have ears to hear, they will open up their hard spirit, their hardened heart, and learn something. Have I talked about anybody, kids, mama, daddies? No. So channels like this struggle. But guess what? We ain't struggling as hard as we was when we first got on here with 1 subscriber. And let me tell you something. When I first got going, I was at about 9,009 something. And right around December of 2017, January 2018, you had to get 4,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. So this struggle's been a fight for me because I was right at the finish line when you only needed 10,000 views. And then, like Mary Jackson said in Hidden Figures, every time we get to the finish line, they moving on us. I had maybe like 50, 60, 70 views to go, and I would have been at 10,000 views December 2017. January 2018, somewhere along in there, the beginning of that new year, you had to have like the 4,000 and then the 1,000. I was like, damn, and I've been over here hustling hard. But you don't have to hustle hard. When you just do what God say talk about, be yourself, come at it from a place of, I can relate. I'm not coming at you telling you wrong. I'm just laying it out here before the masses. And you be the judge of it. Because like I told Fabe, a woman of God who told me to kiss her ass, told me I was hard to look upon, told me my ministry was fake, and I'm an old lady. Matthew 7:1, judge not lest you be judged. But then verse 2 goes on to say, by the same measure. So am I out here calling Treecey a child molester or a pedophile? No, I'm asking Treecey what's in her heart to make her want a child to be molested. A woman who had no children. One who says she's out here fighting for other people's children. Where's the logic? Where does that make sense at? So with that being said, you all have a great day. I'll be back in an hour or so. So yeah, I'm going to keep this conversation going because a bird of a feather flock together. Oh, you like that name, Jezebel? That name gonna go down in history, QI. I might get a cup with Jezebel on it. A t-shirt. Say, I am not with a real Jezebel. Please stand up. I am not the real Jezebel. I love you guys for making it so easy to come on here and talk to you all. Thank you. Oh, God. God bless y'all. Thank you for the 31 still watching. Let your spiritual ears start to ring. I be seeing QI, TC. Y'all very spiritual. TC was on Wiley's chat the other night speaking some wisdom. Keep it going, y'all. I respect y'all for that because in the midst of all the darkness, they love, you stay letting your light shine. They stay hating on you for the truth you be spitting. Keep it going, y'all. Jezebel, yeah. I'm just saying, hashtag that. I am not the real Jezebel. That's right. But y'all go ahead. I just want to bring to y'all how Tweecy was out here and she put a post out to Nicole Tyler to have somebody's child molested. Is it right or is it wrong? Meditate on that today and see how you feel about it. Facts, we are light bearers, absolutely. And with QI's statement right there, facts, we are light bringers, light bearers, definitely. And somebody always try to disguise our light, like Treecey and Fabe out here pretending like they good and they get all the glory and shine, right? But they out here do the most wickedest things. I appreciate you, QI. Everybody in the chat, God bless you. Nuri, thank you so much. Thank you, guys. I'm going to end it. I will be back, and I'll try to make it as interesting in the next talk as I did in this one. I appreciate you guys. You guys are making it so much easier for me to come before you. Lori Alex, thank you for coming in. I'm just saying, thank you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a good day, all, according to Nori Black. Sister, have you done any teachings on Jezebel's spirit? Yes, I got a video called The Queen Spirits of Jezebel on YouTube. Go back about maybe 6 or 7 videos, Sydney. I actually do like 2. We go through the definitions of it. We read the story, the account of it, and then we look out in YouTube and see facts speak. God bless y'all. All right. I'll talk to y'all later. I appreciate it, y'all. I really, 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 really do. Thank you. Thank you so much.